Here I am in my wonderful little Mickey Mouse shirt. Isn't it cute? And it's time for another video. So, what do I want to talk about? This week has been a little rough, writing-wise, because I started my Pathway program, and I also started Usborn, officially as a consultant. It's been a little crazy. You know, I got back from my vacation last week, and then immediately I was thrown into Pathway, which actually, you know, as far as online classes go, is actually really, really nice. It's not too intense, not too overwhelming. I had my kick-off Usborn party, and it actually went pretty good. Not as many people showed up as I was hoping, but, you know, I mean, that's kind of how it goes. As I get more confident, it'll be a lot better. I'll be able to, you know, get more people interested and then make it a really, really successful thing. Another thing that has kind of kept me from writing as much is just not really feeling in the mood. I got back to work. We were starting these new projects I didn't fully understand. Our manager wasn't there, and so I just felt kind of thrown into this chaotic mess. But yesterday I did do some writing, and If the Birds Still Sing, actually. Mostly just notes, not actual, you know, like scenes or anything like that, but it still counts. It totally still counts. But I did that for about an hour and 15 minutes or so. That was good. And I'm planning on doing some today too. I've gotten ahead on my Pathway homework, so I don't have to worry about that. And the big thing I get to do is focus on Usborn. You know, I'm really, really excited. I love the books that I have, and I'm going to talk about those actually later in my video. But first, I want to mention that my dearest mother decided to host her own Facebook party through Usborn with me as the consultant. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy because it'll be my first time. But since it's my mom, I think she, you know, she can roll with the punches a little bit better, you know. So, you know what, let's just go ahead and jump to the Usborn books. I have them here. I read through them. Sorry, you gotta get a little bit more comfortable. I decided which one was my favorite, and it was different, you know. It wasn't the one that I thought would be my favorite. So as you know, I got this Muddle and Match Monsters book. It's really, really cute. It has all of these, you know, little flips and flaps where you can change, you know, the little monster there. It's adorable, you know. I love the alliteration. It is geared more towards the really little kids, I think, you know. And so I don't know. I love it. I absolutely love it. No question about that. I just like these other ones for different reasons. So the other books, I have Cordelia. I did mention in one of my past videos that it's about a girl who can fly. But more specifically, it's about a girl who can fly when she believes she can fly. When people start saying, you know, it's impossible, there's no way you can fly, you're just making it up, she suddenly can't. Because she starts to doubt. And so it's this beautiful, beautiful story about believing in yourself and about not letting other people, you know, decide what you can do. And I think it's just, it's gorgeous. I know that there's also like a plush doll that you can get along with it. So down to my favorite book. I was excited for it, absolutely. I just didn't realize how much I would adore it. And it's A Tale of Two Beasts. It was absolutely beautifully written. I mentioned in the past video that it is through the perspective of the girl and the beast. And oh my goodness, like the moment it switched perspectives, I laughed so hard because I suddenly understood, you know, this other perspective, and oh my gosh, it was hilarious. You know, seeing it through, you know, the girl's eyes and then seeing it through the beast's eyes, it's perfect. And I think that it's gonna be a favorite in my household. It is so amazing. I love it so much. I like the general story as well. It's something that you can use to teach people, to teach the kids, and even, you know, adult friends too, because it teaches me too, to, you know, consider the other perspective. And, you know, also, just, I'll show you this one page. It also shows the imagination of children. You know, there's the beast, and she's building a home for the beast. It's it's amazing. She gave it a little bear. Like, how cute is that? It is absolutely adorable. It was $12.99, and totally worth it. And it's hardcover too. Cordelia is offered in both hardcover and paperback. I got paperback because I'm a big fan of paperback, you know, like for my own books, and I know it's kind of dangerous for kids, but I mean, one, it was a little bit more expensive to do hardcover, and I wanted the cheaper option. But I don't know, I just think, you know, it's also like really easy to turn the pages, you know, that way. I could have done it hardcover, and, you know, absolutely it's probably safer in the long run. But I do know that Usborne has a policy for replacing books that have been damaged, and I can't remember exactly what it is. I'll have to look that up for you. But it's brilliant to have a replacement policy, honestly. I'm so grateful that I have the day off today. And, you know, the funny thing, actually, I have been sleeping horribly the past couple of days. People say that you never sleep as well as you do on your own bed. I slept fine on the hotel bed that we had. I was fine. Absolutely fine. Actually, I went to bed super early one night because I was exhausted. It was like barely 10 o'clock, I think. And I was like, I'm done. Let's say prayer. Let's go to bed. And then the past 3 days, I have struggled to fall asleep for, you know, like an hour, hour and a half. And then last night, I might have, you know, been like dozing or lightly sleeping, but it did not feel like it at all. I woke up at like 3, and I, you know, went to the bathroom. I just kind of stared at the clock for a minute. I was just like, why the heck am I still awake? And then just again, like pushing myself to try to sleep and having like dreams, but not like, they might have been dreams, there might have been thoughts, but still feeling very awake and tossing and turning, trying to find a comfortable spot. I felt so hot. I was wearing pajamas. I took my pajamas off. That might be a little bit too much information. Took off my layers, and still did not help until finally around 6 o'clock. I flopped onto my stomach. That helped, because at that point I was like wide awake. Literally, I probably could have gotten up and stayed up and been okay until later in the day when I needed to take a nap. But I was like, I don't want to do that at 6 o'clock in the morning. Are you kidding? And so I finally felt tired enough to, you know, turn back onto my side and fall asleep, and had weird dreams after that. But yeah, so weird. I don't know why that's happening. Cool thing though, you know, I was having like a bunch of headaches, and so I was taking a lot of ibuprofen, and I think that was giving me heartburn. So I stopped taking ibuprofen over like the past week. Have not had any headaches except for like tiny little twinges when I was really thirsty or hungry. And like no heartburn except like once for the tiniest little bit. Normally it's like a consistent thing for hours, and then it'll go away, and then it'll come back throughout the day. Yeah, weird things that are happening with me, but nothing that I can't handle. And that's probably it. I will see you guys later, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!